Good afternoon, friends. It's Matt Williams. I'm here along the private road, and we are going on a bit of an adventure today. As always, I've checked in, and because I'm going off the beaten path, I have made sure to cover myself with bug repellent. It is Friday, the 8th of May, and we are along the private road here at Sky Lake. The private road was actually commissioned by Willis Sharp Kilmer back when he was first putting his estate together. He wanted a quick way to get up from what is now Old 17, but at the time was Route 17, and he wanted to be able to reach his property a little more easily. So we have some beautiful gates at both ends of this private road. And I have always enjoyed walking down through here. I need to stop and make my obligatory point out of the eastern hemlock that we have here at Sky Lake. But I'm walking along the road and having a grand old time on this day before we see a bunch of folks who are coming to pick up their cinnamon buns and their key lime pies, which Kevin is fast at work in the kitchen and Founders again this Friday, and having a grand old time making all those delicious treats for Mother's Day. But tomorrow morning, Dan, our maintenance supervisor, there's a very good likelihood that he will be needing to at least sand this private road, but he is all prepared to do that. So ever since I was a young camper here at Sky Lake, I have always been intrigued by a certain portion of the private road. And you may be able to see where we're heading. Right up there. I saw these boulders a number of times, and so a few years ago, I finally decided I'm going to come out and check these out. And after having looked at them so long from afar, I just really love getting up close and personal with these boulders. You know, this whole area at one point, about 10,000 years ago, was covered in glacier. And when that glacier receded, not only did it scrape out some really cool land, but it also created this body of water that we affectionately known as Sky Lake. It is a glaciated lake, in official terms, meaning it was created by a glacier, and now it's spring-fed for the most part. But that same glacier left some of these boulders here. And so I have grown to love walking out here and carefully going around these boulders. And as you can see, you can still see the private road. So we're not all that far off the beaten path, but just being able to come up and explore this little area with you is a lot of fun. I am not going to try to climb on these one-handed today, because that would just be silly for Matthew to do. But we can safely climb on top of this one, and kind of makes you feel like you're on top of the world. And if a car comes by, chances are they wouldn't even see you up here, which is kind of cool. You get that little feel of being away from it all. You may be able to hear just a little bit of beeping and movement. We have one of our neighbors has an active quarry, and they're quarrying this time of year. So that's where that noise is coming from. But in the autumn in particular, when the leaves are in full color, it's great to come out here and just kind of sit and relax and take in the beauty of creation around here. We don't have many of these boulders here at Sky Lake. So to have these is kind of neat. And every once in a while, when we can safely do so, we've brought campers out here, and they have been really, really excited to discover these. Because a lot of people who have driven that private road for years didn't even realize they were here. But they're here. And so it's just a reminder that we need to keep our eyes open to all of God's creation, that hidden in some very conspicuous spots in our world are these examples of God at work, and we need to just remind ourselves to be open to them. And I'm seeing some examples of ferns right here coming up. We have some great examples of moss. We have some trees that are giving new life to new organisms. All these signs of life coming back to our area. And it's important that as we go about these days where some of us are opening, some of us are still in lockdown, that we remember that in all of this, God is with us. God will always be with us. And we need to continue to look for God at work in the natural world. So with that, my friends, I'm going to bid you farewell for this Friday and hope that you will join us on Sunday for our traditional Sunday evening campfire at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. And then join us again next Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for some more of these virtual mini hikes until we can gather in person again safely. And I hope that you have a fantastic weekend, that you find some rest, and that you find an opportunity to get out and look for something new in God's creation. All right, take care. Bye-bye.